Hello, everybody. Tonight's going to be a special night, and it's in regards to my wife. She's home. All the prayers and all the situations and all that stuff, the place has cleared her for her to be home, and it's been a rough start. So I appreciate everybody waiting and stopping in and being here, and you guys are awesome. And here comes Handsome.
Thank you. Good morning, Philippines. Good evening, North America. Thank you, Josh, for inviting me to be your co host.
Yep.
Hi, Marcella. How are you? I put out the word to Sean Tuber and Lone Wolf, as well as all my groups, as you see. I got home and spread the word. So thank you. Every like is a prayer, guys. Give us a like that gives us a prayer. So yeah. So nice to see you, Josh.
You
How's
too.
how's Marian doing? That's okay. Let her sleep. Let her sleep. It was nice. Earlier I got to say hello, so that was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. Hi, Marcella. God bless. Thank you very much. Very much. So you're right on time, Josh.
Yeah,
Good, good, good. Good, good, good.
I was keeping track.
So was I. As soon as I got home around 8:30, and so I went to Blessed Light, dropped the link there. Then I went to all my teams, dropped the links there. Then I went to, which includes the ones where Lone Wolf and Sean Tuber were part of. Hi, Memmy Billing. Thank you. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then I was sharing it out to all my friends. So nice to see everybody here supporting Josh and his wife, Marian, who's an angel. Thank you, Mammy. Mega love shout out. So even Josh, as well as his wife, need prayers. Because Josh is supporting his wife and family, and it's not easy. So it's always good to have friends nearby, and prayers do help. So that's what it's all about. So yeah. So Marion come home today,
Yep.
the morning I think.
Yeah, about 11.
She's she's all settled in.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff like that. So it's good. So she's stable enough to come home.
According to them.
That's good. Well, once again, if there's an emergency, do you still have insurance? You can still call 911 if there's an emergency. But right now, you have her medication and she's home. So I think home is the best place for her, especially if they teach you how to give the medication, because there's no place like home. Right? And it's easier on you
Yeah.
because you're with your wife, which is great. Which is great.
It's just not connecting upstairs yet. It's going to be a long time, but I'm hoping she'll get better by the time her birthday in September comes up, or even longer. But I don't know.
Just take it day by day. She's
Hi,
There's Bruce. How are you, brother?
I'm fine. How's it going?
Okay.
Well, that
Thank.
don't sound okay. Come
It's
on,
as
man.
okay. It's as okay as it could be.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
understand. I
yeah,
certainly understand that.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Bruce.
Yeah, good to see you too, Darren.
Yeah, I put the
Yeah.
words out to the friends. So it was good. Yeah, I think just having friends and family support Josh and his wife is half the battle.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, and I know you're going through some pretty tough time there, Josh. So anyway, uh, hopefully things will work out.
Sure hope
Uh,
so.
yeah, what
See,
she's.
I've got to, from now on, day by day, whatever I'm doing, I have to take her with me at all times. I can't even leave her in the car. Can't even, like, I don't even know
Oh yeah,
if it connects up here to
may end up just
even operating a scooter at a store.
if things don't get better with her, you may. I don't know, but you may have to make some hard choices there for her. And, you know, I probably don't even need to tell you what those choices might be. Those people at the hospital had probably already gone through the list. And so, anyway, but,
Yeah.
it's, I'm going to be praying for you, and I'm sure there's others out here that are going to be keeping you in their prayers too. And, you know, I don't know, just hopefully things will work out for you, is all I can say. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of oh boy going to happen this year. So, oh boy.
I had to go through a tough time right before my late wife passed away. Uh, and it went on longer than just a few months either, too. It went on for years, you know. And I mean, it was a different situation, but it was still a very tough situation, you know. And you know, there absolutely was nothing that I could do for her, you know. Just I just had to just kind of just stay. I was just like the hangman, as you would call it, you know. I
Not a
was just
sponsor. Not a
I
sponsor.
was just taking each day as it comes.
usually sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I prefer Pepsi Zero myself, but anyway.
Yeah, Coca Cola had one where it
Yeah.
had cane sugar. It was a green. It didn't survive, but it was a green label.
Oh yeah.
That was
Mhm.
really good.
But Josh, the thing is, this too shall pass,
Yeah.
and it will.
Mm.
It will pass sooner or later. It will pass. That was something that I learned in recovery when I was in recovery back years ago. I heard people say that, and I thought, oh my gosh, well, I wish it would hurry up and pass, well, it didn't.
Yeah.
And the thing is what that time did for me was it helped me to develop character. Character that I probably would not have gotten had it not been for me going through the trials I was going through. So, with that being said, just know this that, you know, uh, it's kind of like something somebody told me one time. They said to me, they said, Bruce, did you know God's got you right where He wants you? And I didn't like that. I absolutely resented the fact that they said that. But I had to accept it. And once I finally did, the time went by and it passed. And no, the outcome was not a bed of roses. I can tell you that right now. But it was still the outcome, and I had to accept that too. I would have loved to have seen my wife recover from what was ailing her, and it just never happened. And about 6 months before she passed away, my son came to me and he said, "Dad, what's wrong with her?" And I told him, I said, "Son, she's probably not going to be around much longer," because I saw it coming. I saw what was I saw what was going on with her, and I saw it coming. And you know, even now, I mean, she's been gone for over 10 years. Even now, I still, have these moments of grief. I have these moments where I mourn about it. It's not as often as it was right after she passed, but it still happens occasionally. And I'll always love that woman. I'll love her probably till the day I die. And then some, you know. But like they say, it is what it is, and you have to accept it. At the point where you come to have some acceptance, then things will get better for you. Now it may not get better for her, but it will get better for you. That doesn't mean that, uh, that doesn't mean that you'll end up, finding a pot of gold or anything like that, but it just means that within you, you'll be able to deal with your life better. And that's what happened with me. And I was able to deal with my life better. I mean, no, I didn't get no big bunch of money or anything like that. I barely had enough insurance to give her a decent funeral. You know, I know she's probably not going to be talking much. You know, it's going to be a tough go for you, but it's going to pass. And at least she's there with you. That'll, you know, because you can look after her better probably at home than you can with her up in a facility of some kind of hospital, nursing home, whatever. You know, I know these people out here, they're going to be praying for you. I'm going to be praying for you. There's others out there that are probably praying for you, even if they're not here, because they know what your situation is.
Darren said, I went to Dildo today and I still prayed.
Oh boy. Anyway, but just hang in there. And like I say, hopefully things will get better. Of course, we would all love to see her recover from this.
Right.
but just be prepared that it may not happen that way.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where for you, I mean, we can all pray about this. We can pray about this from now till, for we can pray for this from now on. But you need to be praying about it. You need to, you know, probably take certain actions for yourself, for your own peace of mind, so that you do have some peace of mind. Now, I'm just making suggestions to you, but your happiness is not going to be dependent on any people. I can tell you that right now. Mine isn't. People wonder, gosh, you live way out there in the country by yourself. How, you know, hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't have, I'm not a very much of a demanding person. Hell, I live dirt cheap. I've got probably one of the cheapest places there is to live that's still, decent. At least here in America anyway. And the Canadians, if they knew how cheap I was living here, they'd be hightailing it down south. But anyway, you know, just just know that people, are praying for you, but you know, and I'm gonna make another suggestion to you. If you feel like you need some counseling, go for it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Because of your situation, there might even be somebody be willing to come to you. And I know a lot of times nowadays they'll do over the phone sessions with people. You know, I do this uh, because I'm type 2. I do these sessions about once a month with Perry Health, and it's over the phone. I don't drive to see them, and they don't come out over here to see me. We do it all over the phone. The only thing I mean, they sent me a meter here so I could check my sugar every day, you know. But as far as any talking to anybody, that's all done over the phone. And then I just go to my doctor about about twice a year to get a checkup, you know. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Alcoholics Anonymous, but my friend said don't do that because usually there's
Oh,
nobody there.
okay. Here, let me ask you a question. Are you an alcoholic?
No.
Okay, don't go to AA.
He's a jokester.
Yeah. I mean, AA does have a good 12-step program, but the problem about if you were to go to an AA meeting, I mean, you could go there as a guest just to sit in there and listen to them talk, but you're going to hear a lot of I mean, they're going to be talking about their experiences, strength, and hope as it pertained to their alcoholism. And they're not really going to be able to help people that are not alcoholics because your experience is something totally different. But now their way of life, I would highly recommend that to anybody.
Yeah. I have decided, honestly, no joke, all funniness aside, I have decided to check out Gamblers Anonymous.
Well, that might not be a bad idea if you. I know you gamble, but now, do you feel like you've got an addiction to it?
Uh, it's fun. I'm not really addicted to it, but I called that Gamblers number, you know, the hotline thing, and they kind of did like a counseling session on the phone.
Yeah.
But
Well, okay.
I do it for fun. We go on those trips. I mean, you can't beat $90, but I mean, I don't have to play. I can go visit with you and eat at McDonald's on you. My point is, I'm kidding, but that's what we did. But yeah, just I love the trips that we go on. I love stuff that's beyond gambling, other trips, but to go visit family and friends. Um, yeah, so I can't find a counselor per se right this minute. I've looked. I've tried to see if they would be covered underneath my insurance, but anyway, so I've been looking into stuff, but I can't do it by myself because I have to bring the most
Right.
important person in my
Yeah.
life, and I don't know if she would pay attention either. And I mean, I'm babysitting. My mother said she's acting like a child right now, and it's pretty sad.
Okay. Let's see if we can. I'm going to take a little trip into Google here.
Well, that's not far. It's right there in front of you.
I know. I know. All right. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can find out. Get any information. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. Even before I do that, hold on. Just let me see if I can find something. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back.
So, Josh, I got an American couple. They sent me $50 US via my PayPal, so I'll cash that out and send it by Western Union because you can go to anywhere to pick up Western Union.
Right.
So I got that. So mega love shout out. Thank you to my anonymous friends. So thank you very much. Because I don't have Cash App here in Canada, but I know you can accept Western Union,
Yeah.
and I know you can accept a YouTube super chat. So I sent you a super chat as well.
I see it. How much is that? I don't know different denominations.
So Canadians, that's about 30 cents. That's about 7 Canadian, and then the 50 US as well. So you got about 57 so far. Ah, okay. Roxanne has PayPal and Cash App. Roxanne, do you want me to send you the PayPal and then you can send it to Josh in Cash App? I can do that because Josh has Cash App. So if you just Josh, Josh, okay, there's Josh's Cash App. So Roxanne, I can send you the PayPal. You give me your PayPal, I can send you the PayPal.
Yeah, because I don't use PayPal at all.
Yeah, I know that.
You don't use PayPal?
No, just Cash App and YouTube.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll just add a little more money onto the PayPal just to cover the fees. It's probably around 10%, so maybe I'll send 55 US. So he'll get 50. Whatever is left, just send Josh the whole amount. Whatever it comes out to. PayPal needs their money.
Hi, Brett.
Even with Brett's new name, I still don't see him. What is that?
What's that?
Bruce just said Brett's here. I don't see him, and he was just on the other.
Yeah, he's out there. He's in the chat.
Just to let you know, Bruce, there's two Bretts, the real one and the fake one.
Yeah, I know. I know.
The fake one's very, very nice.
Oh, I know. I know.
Really nice.
I noticed that.
Really,
Yeah.
really nice. But he knows Brett very well. He says, "You gotta say,
Yeah.
oh, mad."
I can see him in the YouTube,
Yeah.
but I don't see him on the StreamYard for some reason. I don't know why. You may need to look in your
Hey, Chris.
StreamYard settings. Yeah, now see, I see the other one out here.
There's that one. That's the only one I know.
Yeah.
Is that the fake one?
Yeah, that's
They're really nice.
that one has no content on his channel whatsoever.
That's how you know.
Yeah, I've already checked him out.
But very respectful. Very, very nice person.
Oh yeah, he's very nice. I mean, you know, but yeah, there's no content there. But that's okay. You know, I mean, as long as he's nice to you, that's fine. But yeah, it's a fake Brett.
Called
The real Brett.
Brett 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roxanne's
You
going
got,
to get her
you
tape
got
out.
the real Brett and the fake Brett out here. So
That's right.
Does the real Brett know about this?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he knows. He sees him out there, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
All this time, I thought that was his other name.
Yeah.
No. But it's harmless, right? So it's like, I
He
enjoy
can't
having
even spell my last name right, is what Brett's saying. Yeah, he didn't. He's got it spelled Brett Glasgow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if you look in the chat here on StreamYard, you can see. Yeah, and he's praying for Marian, and that's good. You know, that's good. But yeah, the last, and it may be that it's there. You know, it may be that the other one's real name is Brett Glasgow.
Yeah.
But the Brett we know is Brett Glasso. So there is a difference.
Now you just told him. He's going to
Yeah.
correct his name now.
It's in his StreamYard. You're out here in the chat, Brett. I can see you on the YouTube. Oh, you work at IKEA. Okay.
Doesn't the real one do that too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where the real Brett, he works at IKEA. But you got to have your YouTube pulled up. You'd probably be able to see him there. Because if he was blocked, you wouldn't be able to see him at all. Brett's laughing. Are you using a laptop?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, look over. If you've got the stream running and the sound muted, you can look in the chat. You should be able to see Brett over there. But no, you can't see him in the StreamYard.
I can see him here, though.
Yeah, I can see him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's in the. Okay, you got him.
I can see him on my laptop and in my phone.
Yeah, but yeah, he's out there. In fact, I can do this right here. pull that up. Now,
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah,
yeah, you can see him.
yeah.
He's out there.
I can't see it. It's all scrambled and tiny.
Oh,
But
well, he's there.
orange bubble. It's the orange bubble.
He's there, and he's there to support you.
Okay.
You know, the real Brett. He's very supportive, and so anyway, here, I'll just get rid of that.
So Darren, um, so when you're keeping track of the PayPal payments or something?
Yeah. So when it comes in, I'm gonna send it to Roxanne, and there's Roxanne's PayPal right there.
I don't know how to pin stuff.
Oh, you click to the right or the left of the name, and it'll say "Pin this."
Well, Chris said I should pin my Cash App name. I don't know how to do it on StreamYard.
You don't have to pin. Well, it's on the screen, so that's good. You
Yeah.
can pin it as well. Where you dropped it, you can you click the right where your name is, or the left, and it'll say "Pin message."
Pin. Okay. I'm not sure. I see 3 dots and it shows to delete comment or put me in timeout.
No, okay, that's different then. Okay, I'm just saying Roxanne here. Recipient. Here we go. It automatically yes, this is perfect. It automatically recipient gets 50 US. I pay 71 Canadian, so it automatically converts. So it's perfect. Okay.
Chris, you can come up if you want. Nobody else probably will. We can talk about mayonnaise and stuff.
Okay, Roxanne, it should be there. There you go. Confirmation. You sent 50 US to Roxanne. Roxanne.
So you just sent that to him?
Yeah.
Okay, and what does that do?
So Roxanne's getting 50 US, and then she's gonna send it to your Cash App when she converts it. I don't know how to do that.
That's a him.
Him. so that is done.
Bruce says, I'm still here.
So Roxanne,
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm actually looking for something.
He's a Cash App. Yes, correct. That is correct. It is the one and the same. So Josh NC78 is his YouTube channel, and his Cash App is $ Josh the Traveler 78. Correct.
Okay, this is how you would probably determine whether or not you've got a serious gambling problem. If, when you honestly want to, you cannot quit entirely, or if, when gambling, you have little control over how much you gamble. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That would be the 2 questions. Now, if you answer either one of those yes, then you probably got a problem with that. If you can answer both of those honestly, no, then you don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
I mean, it's real simple, and see these. I don't know what they say over in Gamblers Anonymous myself, but that's I basically you can look. There's a place in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous where it has those two simple questions, and you know, so it's just not rocket science, in these you know professional treatment places. Uh, they'll they'll put you through quite a lot. You know, I don't know if Gamblers Anonymous is uh, like that or not, but anyway. Okay, I thought you said you don't have PayPal.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Darren and Roxon are doing that, and Roxon's
Oh, okay.
sending me something.
Oh, I see. Sending that to Darren. Okay.
We're just working the financials. Someone says me, send to Roxanne, she send cash out. It's all good.
Well, you know, let me see something here. I'm gonna take a look at something here right quick. I've got. There we go.
Darren,
Yes.
explain to them the threshold thing that I'm looking forward to working on. AdSense.
Oh, the AdSense. Oh, okay. Josh is looking to get 60 US dollars because then the YouTube takes 20% or 30%, sorry. So about 20 of that. He needs 40 more US dollars. So he really needs 60. So he gets 40. He gets the 100 US and then he gets paid out. So
And
60.
it's my third paycheck from YouTube in like a year and a half.
There you go.
I'm not living off that, but that's how long it's taken for me to get up to where I am. And yeah, so anyway, it's there.
Yeah. So he can take super chats and he can take cash apps.
Okay, so you can take either super chats or cash apps.
Correct.
Uh, well, I got a question for you. Have you thought about starting up a PayPal account?
I don't have a bank account to go with it and stuff, and there's a debit card and things like that. I've tried to set that up years ago when Yahoo Messenger was available, and it never worked out.
I just went straight to their website. I didn't, and you can also get their app for your phone, but yeah, you do need a bank account.
Right. I get all my stuff on Cash App from employers, everything are on here.
It's
I
sweet.
see.
That's good. It's nice to have that option.
Plus, I told everybody I had that new job as a janitor at the Y.
All right.
I worked for 30 minutes yesterday, not 8 hours.
30 minutes.
Who sends somebody to somebody that doesn't speak an ounce of English?
Wow.
This guy had no clue how to speak English. He was all Spanish this, Spanish that,
Yeah, that's crazy.
penis language this and that.
Well, as it stands right now, though, you can't go to work because you got to be there with her.
I know. And I went straight to the facility to see her yesterday. After I walked out of there, I just couldn't do it.
Now you
Yeah,
need to be with your wife.
yeah, you're gonna have to be with her.
The reason why I left also, the guy said, I was, okay, he said, clean toilets, go clean toilets. I was like, there might be somebody in the women's bathroom. Let's go to the men's first. But as I was getting like paper towels to wipe things down, if you will, toilets, mirrors, countertops, things like that. As I was doing that, sir came in and said, no, man, you need to have more paper. I had a little small amount. He kept getting on to me about it. I was like, I don't want to use too much. So he's like, no, keep rolling it out. Get 3 lengths of it. I was like, what? You're wasting trees. I don't want to do that.
Plus, you know what you're doing. You've done you've done cleaning and all that. You know what you're doing.
Yes, and he was kind of PO'd about me getting small amounts. Whatever.
Well, when you go to clean a toilet, though, you got to have more than just a little bit.
I know. I mean, they were already clean and fine. There was no messes, but he just kept getting on to me for the small amounts of paper towel.
Yeah.
So
it's not working out.
what?
It's not working out at the Y.
No. I told the lady to find me a different job and somebody that speaks English because I'm not going to work with somebody I don't understand.
Did she speak English?
Yes, she does. She was very nice and kind to get me on board. Yes, she's fine.
Yeah.
Not fine
Well,
like that, but
anyway, you're not going. Yeah, unless you're planning to get somebody to come in and sit with Marian on a daily basis while you work, and I don't know. It sounds to me like it's not even going to be worth it, really, because to do that, because you'll only be able to work part time. So, I mean, really, about the only other thing I could suggest on that would be if you could find some sort of work that you could do online, and that's a legitimate type of work. They got, some of these things that are, I mean, just totally ludicrous out there, Is that your cash app?
yeah.
Josh the Traveler, 78. Okay. See, I would send you a check in the mail, but you would have problem finding that. Again, you'd have to leave the house just to be able to get anything done with the check, which means you'd have to pack her up and take her with you. And then if you don't have a bank account, you're going to have trouble finding anybody that's going to cash a check like that.
I
Most
do have a bank account for my personal usage, but I don't know the account number. That's why I don't use other forms of payment online. I do go there to cash checks to put money in savings if I need to, which I don't use it much. But I have enough to cover a check.
okay.
But the problem with this, you might want to, if you do it, my USPS delivery person is a drunk.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we don't always get our mail, or it's always a little bit open.
Oh
Okay. See,
no!
I don't use Cash App as you know.
So you never got that thick envelope of non-sequential bill?
Oh boy. Yeah. See, I don't use Cash App, so I wouldn't. You know, I don't even know. I guess you can get that if you go to the Play Store.
Yeah, yeah, for
You
sure.
know. Well, I've got the app even on my phone. I just never use it. Never really had a reason to use it. You know.
There's so many different apps you can get now, but
Oh, I know.
I hear Cash App is really popular in the U.S.
Yeah, I've heard about people using it and everything. I guess I'm just too old school.
Me too. Me too. I'm old school, but I'm
Yeah,
learning. I'm learning to
yeah,
respect
me too.
people.
I'm a learning slowly but surely.
Thank you, Roxanne.
I'm gonna I'm gonna write that down though, and I may try to activate this Cash App thing.
Bruce, did you ever get a debit card from Cash App? Because they mail you one if you've
No,
already.
I don't have
No?
anything from them. No, that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. I don't use it.
Yeah.
This app's been sitting here on my phone, I think ever since I got the phone. It
Okay.
came with the Cash App,
So
and I just never used it.
when you get in there and you sign up, they'll let you do your autograph on on the card. Then they mail you a card 7 to 14 days. So
Okay.
it might take a little while, but you could probably still use your account once you sign up and link your bank to it or
Yeah.
whatever you
Thing
do.
about it is because I'm retired now, I'm on a fixed income. So
100's fine. Whatever you want to
yeah,
do.
100. I said I'm on a fixed income. Oh boy.
Yeah, the one you get one free debit card with them. That's what I got. That's black.
That's the one you want. Matches the American Express Black Card.
Darren says
Uh,
that's what I use for gambling. ATMs. Thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate it. I got it. Chris, you still here? I thought I saw you earlier. Who is Zach Van Horn? It's kind of like living with Marian. It just got quiet in here. Oh, okay. That'll work. Young man, I think we need adults in here, sir. Darren says, well,
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. It's okay to be responsible, but it's nice to have how do I say, have a childlike attitude and stuff like that. Just bubbly and playful and stuff like that. So, but still be responsible, respectful, so stuff like that.
All right. Well, anyway, if I can manage to get this Cash App thing going, I'll certainly try to send something to you that way.
When you send the first time, send like something small, see if it works. Like do $1 or something, and then if it works,
Yeah.
that's what I notice. Even with when doing anything, even wires. Oh,
Right.
you want to send like $100 wires? Like hell no, I'm gonna send you $1. Let's see if you get it.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people get it. Oh, it's lost in the system. It'll get there in 13 days, maybe, or like what? So they send $1.
No, with Cash App, it's pretty quick. It's like right there.
Just making sure it works.
Yeah.
Cash App's pretty simple. It's simple address. As long as you have the correct Cash App, because there might be other similar ones. So you got to make sure. I get to see people sometimes take a picture of the logo. So when you're downloading the correct app. Sometimes I was in. Sometimes there's a U.S. and a Canada app. It's like, oh my god, downloaded the wrong app, the U.S. app, and it wasn't working. Oh, I called the company. Oh, there's a Canadian app. Which one's that? It's the same logo.
Oh, wow.
So that's the thing. So that's why you always make sure just send a dummy for $1. You got it? Okay, now I'm gonna send the rest. So,
You know, Bruce, instead of sending a check, here's a different way you could do it if you want to cover a little bit of the fees. Western Union out of Walmart.
Yep, I always send Western Union. Yeah, there goes Roxanne. So it doesn't go wrong.
Actually, you don't even need to use Western Union if you do it through Walmart. You can just do a MoneyGram.
That's another one. Yep.
Yeah.
MoneyGram too. Yep. MoneyGram's worldwide as well.
We can
Yeah.
do that. That's fine. I don't know
I've
what
kind of got a little bit of a problem with Western Union. I've tried to send people money using my debit card, and I still end up having to get up, get in my car, and drive all the way to town. And the town I would have to go to is not exactly right around the corner. It's it's quite a drive. Well, it's basically I would have to drive just about the same distance that I would go if I was going to Walmart because it's in that same area. And but still, I was just kind of teed off because I was like, what's wrong with why aren't why don't you accept my debit card? It really teed me off. I couldn't believe it. And I mean, like, I've got excellent credit, So I don't know what Western Union's problem is, but I have a problem with people that have a problem with me. And, as far as, if they think I don't have the ability to pay, well, they're wrong. I do have the ability to pay, and there was no good reason for them to do that. Just, I just thought it was very arrogant on their part to get up there.
You're saying MoneyGram's better?
Depends on the client. Like money,
Well,
for me,
personally, I think PayPal's better, but there again, I haven't investigated all the different forms of doing that, so I don't know.
Well, you and Darren could send it that way, and then Darren, you could send it to Roxanne. He could send it to me.
There's always ways.
Yeah,
but I agree. I agree because MoneyGram is very worldwide. Western Union world. The same thing for me. I had used an app, and eventually they they blocked my account for safety, I guess. I called them and they say, no, you're permanently blocked. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's me. I gave them so much business and they blocked me. And it's me calling. So now I can't use
That's
the app.
crazy.
So now I use either PayPal or Western Union because I can't use the app. I gave them too much business. So, I said, no, it's okay. You can call and prove it's you, but you can't use the app anymore. They said that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I can see security, so security, yeah, it's me. It's my credit card, my driver's license. So, nope, you're blocked forever. Okay, whatever. You block your best client, whatever.
So, Bruce, like I said, you can probably talk to Darren and work it out that way.
Absolutely. There always is a way. There's always is a way. And then you accept Bitcoin? So, oh, very nice. Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's how I did it too. 2 yellows. Woohoo!
Thank you, Bruce. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, Josh.
I thought there was an extra zero. I guess I went blind.
I told you I'm on a fixed income.
I know.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like an hour, but that's what it's saying we're getting up to.
Yeah.
The problem with YouTube, when anybody gets any funds from, like when people send stuff like that, like you don't get paid to the following month after they add everything together.
And take their fee.
I guess.
Take their 30% fee.
Yeah, they're gonna get their fee, but
Watson, how'd you know I had a Chromebook? I think you told me. Oh. Yes, I have one. I love it. It was only like $200 at Walmart, right, Bruce? I don't know.
Wow.
I have no idea. I'd have to go look it up.
Well, I bought this probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And it's never gave me a problem. It's got, virus protector and all that stuff came with it.
That's good. I got to step away just a minute. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, when my grandpa passed, my family, his kids, offered to give me his Windows 7 desktop computer. I was like, this is going to be slow. I couldn't even log into Facebook or nothing. It was totally just crap. But my dad cleaned it up and stuff to make it a little easier to run. But I still couldn't download anything. I don't game. I don't do any of that.
I don't think you can game on a Windows 7.
No, not at all. I can only do YouTube on there. I was watching music videos and stuff. That's all I could do. It was kind of, and I begged and begged. I said, I want Pop's computer. And they finally gave it to me and I hooked it up, everything. But I said, Dad, could you change it out of Windows 7 and put the updated version stuff on here? No, it should be fine. Yeah, it's going to run super slow. And I wanted a big screen, like a desktop big screen.
Yeah.
I'm not picky. I just wanted a bigger screen. Well, I don't know if anybody's heard of the store Aldi's. My grandpa bought it from Aldi's. He got everything for $100 out the door back then, and it had Windows 7. I'm surprised it didn't say net zero. Jesus. Windows 3.0. Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere with that.
But hey, it was free. If you can use it, it's all good.
Oh, yeah, it runs. Everything's good. Roger's saying, maybe you could sell it. I don't know what I would get for it. Probably $2. Nobody wants Windows 7.
No, no, you wouldn't. I wouldn't sell it either. Just whatever you can use it for. If you can get simple games on it, YouTube. It's another tablet you can use, which is kind of cool. So whatever. It's fine. My mom got a Samsung. She's getting a Samsung tablet, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, the internet first came out I remember when my dad had Windows 93. I was like, "Are you kidding me, Dad? Really?" I mean, nowadays it's big, higher quality now, but back then he was like, "Look, guys, our first computer. Look, Windows 93." I was like, "And?" Because I had no clue about computers. I was sperm. So, so when I floated on out of it, we finally knew. Like he bought us our first Nintendo gaming system. I was 11, and he's like, "I got you a Nintendo." Like when the first one came out.
Yeah.
And then we went to SeaWorld that day, and I was crapped on by a bird. Let's move on.
That
So,
should be lucky though.
and I was watching the whales, and all of a sudden I got shit on. I mean, it was a rough day, rough birthday, but I walked away from the damage. I was like, ew, I got shit in my hair.
They call it lucky.
I had to dip my head in the water where the whales were.
You got to be careful with that. You might consume your head as fish food. You got to be careful. That's funny.
What was so funny, Bruce?
What you were just telling. Oh, I remember those days. Yeah, my first computer. I had Windows 98, and I had it was dial up through, back then it was Bell South,
My
and
grandpa,
AT&T
my
bought
grandpa,
out Bell South. So
my grandpa used to work for them
yeah,
after he was a seaman.
yeah,
He was a chief in the Navy, and then he retired out of that, and then he went to other jobs locally in town. And at that time, it was Bell South, and it was AT&T after that, right? So
yeah. I had a
he went from Bell South to AT&T.
okay. Yeah, that's what happened to a lot of the old Bell South workers was they ended up just when AT&T bought out Bell South, they just transferred over to AT&T.
And let's remember this. Remember back in the 90s, the Motorola flip phones, the big boxy looking things with the antennas you pull out?
Oh yeah.
We used to own those too.
Oh, okay.
They called them razor phones back then. They still do. But
Right.
these had pull out antennas on the phones. And it was
Yeah,
more of a
that's
box. You had to hold it like this.
like a brick.
Yeah.
I didn't get a cell phone until it was a flip phone. It was like I'm wanting to say maybe in 2012 or 2013, something like that.
My first phone it was a phone in a bag. So it was a bag. I remember it was the one after the brick, and so it was
Yeah.
portable. Obviously, it was in a bag. So I put it in my car in the hump between two seats.
Right.
Plug it in the cigarette lighter, and then I just used the phone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And back then, you could actually use it without getting a ticket. Now you can't can't use a
Yeah.
mobile. But I'd call my
See,
friend who was I'd call my friend who was in the car in front with his cell phone. I'd call from my cell phone. This is cool.
I had for a long time I had a pager.
I did too. I stole one. I mean,
Well, you just confessed.
yes. Nobody I know is in here that knows about that one back in the day.
Yeah. Well, they gave me a pager back in 1998
Wow.
when my wife was she was pregnant with my son, and so they gave me this pager. Uh, it was really so they could contact me from work, but work never contacted me. She contacted me all the time. She'd page me. And back then they still had phone booths. So you could call and you could stop at a convenience store wherever they had a payphone and, call. And, I got to where I just wouldn't even do that anymore. I just, I'd be, because so much of the time I'd be on my way home anyway, like from work. And so anyway, I didn't, I wouldn't stop and make those calls after a while. I just got to where I'd just say, well, it's her. I'll just drive home and see what she wants.
Darren, look who's in there.
Howdy.
Howdy, Adrian Rodarte.
Hello, Darren. Josh.
Hey,
Thanks for stopping by, brother.
I got the invite. Just been busy all afternoon.
No worries. Glad you got the smoke signal.
So, Josh, how's your wife doing now?
she's here at home sleeping pretty much the whole day. Can't stay awake and hasn't eaten. Skipped her breakfast this morning when I went and got her. I mean, just doesn't care.
Well, she's in my prayers. I hope she gets well.
I hope so too. They roughhoused with her a little bit. She's been all bruised up while she was there. People thought I beated her.
I know you're not that type of person to do something like that.
I can be.
Well,
No, I'm kidding. No, let it go. No.
of course.
No, I was like, where are you getting all these bruises from? I don't know. I was like, well, no answer there. So I go up to the counter. I said, why is she getting so bruised up? The room's so big. There's no way she's running into something. Usually here she runs into something and she doesn't pay attention when she does. She gets very easily bruised, very skinned up. And every time I go, there's like 8 more new bruises somewhere. I was like, I know I didn't do that. I mean, there's no way this is happening. I've been at home and then you're getting bruised up overnight. Unless you're falling out of your bed, I don't know what's going on. They're like a hospital where she was. They would call me at midnight saying, she done fell out of her bed. Well, pick her up. Can't do it alone. Get over here. It's midnight. No, you guys can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was in my panties and they called me and told me all this. And I was like, no, I'm sleeping.
Well, here's a little recommendation for you, Josh. You might want to take her you might want to ask a doctor to get her some blood work done to see if her red or white blood cell count isn't going low, because that could turn into bruising right there with that too. It could be because of that, because my mother had that problem. She was bruised on her legs, her arms. It's like if she'd been beat up really badly and nobody did nothing to her.
Yeah.
She never bumped into anything either. So when I took her to the hospital, They did all the testing and everything, and that's what was wrong. And her iron levels were real low too. She had to have a blood transfusion every so often, iron through the blood and everything like that. But she got better.
Very smart.
So
Yeah,
that would be my recommendation for you, Josh.
Yeah, she's always had a low white count because of her PKU, her protein medication.
Well, she needs to eat a whole lot of protein, like fish. Fish has protein, egg has protein. You got to give her stuff like that just to get her white blood cell count to go back up, so those bruises can go away. You got to give her like chicken, fish, eggs. Anything that has protein, vegetables too. That has a lot of that too.
Vegetables, yes, but no meats, no dairy.
Well, dairy, no. I'm not. No dairy. She don't need no dairy. So
She can't have vegetables.
No, vegetables is fine. She's just told by doctors that she was born with a certain, what is it? You guys probably don't know this, but if you look up pku.com, it'll explain everything that she's got with that one. She's got that. She's got diabetes. So when she asks for a cookie, I have to roll her back to the kitchen. There's just so many things that she's got. I can't even find a penis. So, I mean, there's just no help.
Yeah.
Well, my recommendation for her, like when her blood sugar is really low, that's when you give her a cookie. That's when the blood sugar glucose is low. That's the only time you give her something like that.
Well, she's got
if you give it to her all the time, her diabetes could go up the wall. I tell you, because my dad was a diabetic too. May he rest in peace now, but my dad was a very bad diabetic, and one day I took him to the hospital here because his blood sugar was almost 600. He almost could have gone into a diabetic coma. Probably never woken up from it. That's why you need to, get her into some kind of routine to where, she tries to keep the sugar away, keep sugar out as much as possible.
Does that include me? Because I'm always sweet to her.
No, that doesn't include you. Not you, because you're sweet to her. That's important to her. That's very important. But anyway, just when you have time, when she has a doctor's appointment, just ask to see if you can have some blood work done and, have her be checked and make sure that everything's working okay, because you never know if it's her, because if it's her white blood cell count, then she needs to eat a lot of protein. That'll help with that issue.
Well, her PKU is what caused her seizures.
Oh, wow. Well,
because she wasn't following the diet plan.
Well, that's the only way she's going to get better, Josh. That's the only way she's going to get well, if she follows her diet plan, because if she doesn't, it's not going to be no good for her in the long run,
Is that your mama here?
Yep, it's her.
Did she call you?
She's been doing good. She's been doing real good.
Did she say, let's go to McDonald's, get off the phone? Darren says, what?
I heard that.
My mom's been doing real good. I just took her to the doctor Burley like last month, like days after my birthday. So she got good news. So
woo! I like good news.
Yeah, she did get good news. Her red and white blood cell counts have stayed good. Her she's no longer anemic. Her iron levels have been good. So it's just that I cook a lot of healthy stuff for her to stay healthy. I give her a lot of vegetables. I make a lot of chicken, a lot of fish for her. I do what I can to keep her healthy. And her blood pressure is incredible. It's amazing. It's never gone up.
Yeah, good for you.
So perfect. Just do what you can, Josh. Just do whatever you can to help her out. Just do your best. But here's the thing. If you want to, because I was looking at your photo you sent to me about if you want to be a caregiver to her, it's going to take a lot of responsibility. It takes a lot. I do that for my mom. Trust me. It's a lot.
I'm gonna look into it. I already have. We're
Okay.
gonna try to get her approved for it, and
Okay. Well,
some-
if there's any information I could give for you to try to, whatever information I could give you, to let me know.
I will.
Because I'm my mother's caregiver.
Yeah.
I'm her caregiver. So anything I could do to help with any information, just ask me anytime.
Even if you're sleeping, I'll call you. Hey,
Yeah, even if I'm asleep, I'll wake up and answer and talk to you. It's no problem.
Okay.
It's always good to do something like that, because my dad, he could take care of himself, but still, it's like I still had to make sure that he took his meds and all that stuff like that,
Mm.
So just do your best to do what you can for her, Josh. What she's going through right now is not a very fun thing, but I just pray to the Lord that she gets better and she'll be okay.
Right.
So, Darren, I'm always happy to see you here as always, brother.
Always happy to see you, brother. I'm
Yep.
looking forward to when you're part-time into YouTube again, and then I'll see you more.
Well,
Is that
that's coming very soon because
And
I
the
want to
first
be
one-
able to. Because if TikTok is, I don't know, TikTok here's been just still up in the air about getting banned, so I don't know what's going to happen yet.
Well, good thing is some of our first interviews when we're together, because we can go back and forth, is I'm going to
Yeah.
interview you about TikTok, and then I'm going to do it while you're
Well,
okay.
if you
what
want
do I
to
do now?
interview me and ask me questions about TikTok, you're welcome to.
Exactly. But we'll do
You're
it
welcome
live.
to do that anytime in your life, Derek. Just let me know. I'm free anytime. So just let me know when you want to do it, and I'll be glad to join in.
That'd be great, because that's what I want to learn. Because for me, I have there's people that can flex your TikTok for such a small amount of money. So I'm going to get
Yeah,
some.
it's fine. It's fine. It's just let me know when you want to do that, and
Yeah,
we'll take it from there. So,
yeah. So it'll be fun.
so Josh, you and your wife are in my prayers. I hope she gets well. I do hope that she gets through this and she could live her life normal and be okay again.
It's a long road.
I know, but just remember, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep looking forward. Don't look back. Here, I'm going to tell you something a priest once told me, and I never forget. He told me, Adrian, in life, you have your good times and your bad times and your worst of times. If you fall down, just get right back up and just keep looking forward and don't look back.
And don't
You've
look at
hit
your
a bump
bruises.
in the road, right? You've hit a bump in the road right now, Josh, but it'll get better in time.
There'll be
You
one
just gotta have faith.
Did the priest ask you to light a candle after that?
Well, no, but he did say some prayers for everybody. So, but they do light up candles in the church and stuff like that. So, but I always keep you and your wife in my prayers because you've been friends of mine for a long time. I always keep you guys in my prayers all the time, Josh.
I do appreciate it.
So just remember, keep your head up. Just keep pushing forward. Don't let anything push you backwards. Keep pushing forward.
My head is up. Look.
Yeah, just keep it afloat. Well, Josh, I hate to make this short, but I got to go because I got to get ready for a shower here in a little bit and get ready to go to sleep soon. So, and I got to work tomorrow with my mom. So,
Okay, just make sure you wash your sack.
yes, of course. Just let me know if there's any advice I could give for you on the caregiving. Just let me know if there's anything I can, help with on information and stuff. Just let me know, okay?
Yep. I love you. You take care.
Love you too, brother. You take care of yourself and tell your
Good
wife that I said hello and give my love to her and tell her I'm praying for her.
Thanks.
See ya.
All right. Bruce says, "Hey, y'all. I came back from being hidden." And then Darren got quiet too. I really appreciate you, Bruce. I really do.
Oh, you're welcome.
Where do you find your mic? Like, where'd you go to get it?
Oh, I ordered this.
Hmm.
Yeah, I ordered it with my. I got a V8, but I can hook the mic up to my computer also. The only time I use the V8 is really when I'm if we're like doing karaoke or something. Uh, because then it's got certain features on it where you can set it. You know, when you set it to stereo, you can uh, put a little bit of echo on it and that kind of thing, and it enhances the singing voice. But if I'm just up here talking, I mean, I just soon just use my just plug it into my computer because uh, I don't really have any no reason to have to do all that. Um, you know, and besides that, when you turn that thing on, you have to put in some earplugs because the audio switches from your speakers to the and all the sound as well as the mic. It all goes through that box. So so I just on a stream like this, I mean, we're just sitting here talking. I'm not gonna go hooking that thing up, you know. So anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna get down from here in just a minute. I haven't eaten supper. Uh, I had to leave the house for a little bit and got back just not too long before your stream started, and I haven't had a chance to do anything about eating. Since I haven't eaten since lunch, so I'm
Order a
on.
pizza.
I can't order pizza. They don't deliver out this far.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's one of the bad things about living out here is, if you want anything like that, you pretty much have to just drive to town
Mm,
because you're out of their delivery area, you know.
mm.
Yeah.
We live about maybe 10 minutes if you go through green lights from a local Papa John's or something. But we do live out in the country. When you visit it, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Are you still going to Tennessee in July? Have you guys set that up yet?
I I haven't talked anymore with either one of my cousins, so I don't know anything for sure.
Mm.
Uh, plus I've got to get something done. I need to get my air conditioning fixed in my car. In July, that's gonna be a very hot time of year to be trying to drive anywhere. And I mean, I know, you know, and they both live in mountainous areas, so I know the temperature would probably be not quite as bad. But
It's the
you know,
humidity that kills people over here.
yeah, the humid. Well, that's how it is here in Mississippi. I mean, uh, the humidity is terrible down here.
It was so pleasant down there in November. It was like 80 degrees where we were when we saw you.
We had been
I
going
was like,
through a drought.
this is,
We had been going through a drought. It's not normally like that in November.
mm,
November, it's usually getting cold and all that. But we had been through this drought that we had last year. It started in July and it went on for about 4.5 months. And before it finally started raining after y'all had left from down there, and
mhm.
we were finally starting to get some rain. And anyway, last I heard, there's still uh, places around that are still kind of hurting from all that, you know. Uh, Even though we've had, pretty good amounts of rain. Yeah. Yeah, July and August are terrible. Here in the South, you're right, Darren. It's just awful. But anyway, uh, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I can get this air conditioning fixed. If that don't cost a whole big bunch of money, uh, then I'll probably will go. But if it's gonna cost a fortune to get, if it's gonna cost a fortune to get it fixed, I may not be able to. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna take it to this place one day this week, and yeah, get them to check it out, and just hopefully it's not the compressor, because that's what really costs a lot is when you have to get you know get the compressor replaced. That gets very expensive because that's just an expensive part. If it's just like say leaks from like a bad hose or something like that, well, they can probably fix that for not too terribly much.
Mm.
And but see, it was losing Freon, and when they lose Freon like that, you gotta find out what's causing that.
Well, if you can make it up here, you can just ride with us and not have to worry about your car. Like
Well, I mean, once if I can make it up there, I won't need to worry about my car because the car will be, I'll be able to use it. But if I can't drive my car and that long of a trip, I can tell you right now, that's going to cost hundreds of dollars if I have to go rent a car, So I don't know. I'm just going to have to wait and see, Josh. That's all I can say about that right now. I don't have well, whatever it is, they got a coolant. There's a coolant that they put in there. I mean, and if it's got leaks, then that coolant, whatever it's called, it's going to leak out. So, I don't know. I thought it was called Freon, but it may have a different name, but it's still a coolant.
So I had a 96 Chevy Monte Carlo, right? It cost us $500 to put an AC in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'll just have to wait and see how it goes, man. That's all I can say right now. I just don't know. And I'm on, I'll do what I can. Yeah. And that's really about all I can say at this point. Is I'll just simply do what I can, and that's all I can do.
I told Marian, I said, our lives are going to change with your situation, but we're still going to travel. We're still going to go do stuff locally. You're just going to have to go with me 24/7. I can't keep you at home.
Yeah.
She could have an episode or something. I'd rather be with her if something happens.
Okay, I have to step down for my live stream. I'll be back in the chat, Josh. Just wait. If you're still here when I get back, I'll come back up again.
Okay.
See you guys. Nice to see you, Bruce.
All right. Good to see you, Darren. Take care.
You got it.
But yeah, I told her, I said, you're just going to have to go with me. If I purchase a ticket, you're going on that flight. If I go here, there, and everywhere, just go with me. I don't care if you're mute the whole time. I just can't leave you at the hotel. You're going to have to go with me. Here's the wheelchair. Sit down. Let's go.
Yeah.
The problem with me dealing with this is the repeating of, Marian, you have to tell me what you want. Don't just sit there and be mute or try it yourself. I'm supposed to be helping you, and I want to do that. And she's not really accepting it right now mentally.
Well, yeah, I can understand why. I mean, this is all. She didn't want this to happen, and yet it's happened. She's the one that it's happening to. Uh, you know, it's hard to accept stuff like that when you have a problem like hers or any kind of a problem for that matter. A person that ends up, it's a 2011, Brett. And you can buy the stuff in Walmart that they put it in, that goes in it. Comes in a can.
So Walmart only does oil changes and tires, right? And they don't really fix stuff.
No, they don't fix. They don't fix air conditioners. You got to go to somebody that's I think licensed to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got a few companies in mind?
Well, yeah. There's a couple of places that I'm gonna go take it to.
All you need to do is really just go get an estimate, maybe, and tell them about it, and then find out which one's cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, they'll have to check it. I mean, you can tell them, but they're going to say, "Well, we're going to have to." They'll have to pull it up in the garage and look at it to see exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably still charge you an estimate, even if you decide not to get it fixed. So, anyway, but yeah, I got a few places in mind. I just hadn't got up to do it. I'm getting messaged.
Well, go ahead and go eat. I'll probably still be around.
Okay. All right.
Make 2 burgers and come back. He's like, that's how bad I am. That's how hungry I am. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop down, and if you're still on when I get finished, I'll come back.
I might go at least 2 hours. We're got about 30 minutes.
Okay. All right.
It's good to hear from you and see you.
Yeah. Good talking to you, man. You take
Good.
care of yourself, okay?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Talk to you later.
All right. See you.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. Either another 30 minutes or whoever else wants to come up. Here's the link. A lot of you don't want to come up. I understand. So hopefully everything goes well with Marian this year. Like I said, we're still going to travel and try to do something. Our favorite place is calling our names for sure, but it's an affordability thing. So we'll figure it out. Doesn't look like I can actually have a real job anymore. But I'm working on stuff that I could maybe get a little something for helping out, like helping Marian out for caregiving. I'm working on a situation right now with all that. No, she's so busy in Japan that she's never on here anymore. I think she's given up. There's a lot of people that just stop going to my lives. I guess because I'm an idiot or I'm a dick. I don't know. Maybe because I'm never happy. stressed out, lost people in my life. So I'm not expressing happiness at this point. How come nobody wants to come up? I mean, if there's four people here now or watching or something. But anyway, so it's been really hard for me to crack a smile or even have a good time anymore. Fart jokes are different. But anyway, I don't want to gross people out before dinner. Oh, you smiled. That was fake. Okay. I never really understood that expression, that statement. People say it to me. It's like, what? Trust me, folks, we're not even halfway. I mean, Marian's been out of the house for a month. So 2 weeks at the hospital, 2 weeks at the facility. So it's been boring. I've not slept well. Been struggling. Been upset, mad, depressed, angry. I just haven't, I'm feeling fine physically. But I have not felt good emotionally because I missed her. And I wanted to pull her out of the facility. They were agreeing to let her go. So today was her release day. They had to cut the ankle bracelet off because they put the bracelets on people's ankles there because they might leave the premises, but then the bracelets help lock the doors. It's a sensor. And I've worked at this place before and I know how things are. I used to do security for them. And the security that I did was because they wanted to put up a security keypad thing to make sure that nobody else gets out of the facility because they had an incident of that happening back in October last year. And they said, Josh will be our security. Let's get Josh to do it. And my manager called and said, we need you up here at like 10:30 a.m. Again, I was in my panties. And I told the manager, I said, okay, I'll be up there about 11, yeah. She's like, we need security help, and we chose you to do it. You're willing to do anything. I said, yeah, that's me. And I did. Hey, Buns.
Hey.
We're all right here. You okay?
Yeah,
What's up?
I'm just going to the bathroom.
Piss? But yeah. Hey, Rosie, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. How are you? Precious, say hey. Everybody can hear you.
Hey.
You guys here? She woke up from her slumber. Her slumber. Unfortunately, Rosie, she's been kind of tired and sleepy today. So I'll let her know you said hey. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please. But you know what, folks? I know you guys want me to do something here that you guys kind of sort of like or enjoy. You guys remember what it was that I always loved doing back in the day? Hmm? You tell me. Some of you enjoyed it, some of you didn't, and they said, give it up. But I could still do it. I have never lost hope with it. If one would make a special request, I would do it. It's nothing dirty. So keep that out of your minds. Twerking? Are you kidding? If I shook anything, I wouldn't stop for a week. No. Men's don't twerk. I know some men's that do. This men's right here doesn't twerk at all. No. I dance for real with a woman at a club or something, like, I don't just shake my ass cheeks and show people that I can really get down and groovy. No, I don't do that. No, that's the wrong option I was thinking of, folks. I think Roxanne and Rosie might know. A few others, if they're watching.
Okay.
What now? What now? Are we awake?
Yeah.
For what, 20 minutes? All right, everybody, say hey. You gonna say hey, John? Say hey.
Hey.
You can do better than that. They're all here for you. Oh, hey. Everyone's coming back. Everybody connect to Marcy. She's a friend of mine from the Philippines. Yeah, she's cool. Connect with her. Subscribe. Spoons. Hello.
Wow.
Do you want to eat or anything? It's too late. Almost 11 o'clock. I'm going to do maybe another 20 minutes if everybody wants to still stay with me on here. Make it 2 hours. That's the normal that I do. So like I was saying, I did security for the company that Marian was staying with, and they had ankle bracelets for people that have dementia and other problems going on, and they didn't want those people leaving the facility. So the doors would automatically lock because they're censored to the ankle bracelets. They had an incident back in October or September, something like that, and somebody literally walked out of their room, out of the facility, and walked down about 1.5 miles down the street. Had no idea where he was. They went to his room to give him breakfast or dinner, and he wasn't there. So they had to bring him back, and now they needed security. The guy was still there in his room while I was there. And they moved him. What do you mean, Roxanne, to the mall? What does that mean? Thank you, Rosie. She always will be and always is. I said 1.5 miles. I didn't say mall. This individual had dementia. He didn't know where he was. No, 1.5 miles down the road from the facility. And the staff had no idea that he walked out. It kind of sounded suspicious. So they asked me to come and do that for a month. And I was making like $800 a week. It was good. Yeah, that was after tax. It was 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day. I took one day off in October to go to the fair. Yeah, our local fair was in town. But other than that, I was there every day. I watched movies through YouTube on here. I watched the TV, the flat screen they had. I could bring my own lunches and dinners with me. They had a kitchen I could use for microwave stuff. But anyway, I got a lot of videos up from that place. So Marcy, how you doing? Oh, good. I'm baking a chocolate cake. Ooh, really? Oh, nothing. Oh. I see. Yes. Okay, so why are you up? You slept for like 5 hours. Excuse me. All these yawns. Oh no, is he tired? No. I'm a night owl. Do it, Brian. Take it slow. Hey there. Not interested. Okay. Some people want me to do a certain voice characteristic thing. I haven't done it in a while. I wonder if anybody remembers what it might be. Sorry? Oh, what happened now? Precious, are you bleeding?
Yes.
Okay, use tissue and do something. I got Band-Aids here. You've been picking at it. It's dripping down your... Maybe you shouldn't have taken the Band-Aid off. Roxanne says, I do. I know what it is you want to play and do the character. Yes, at least you remember. A lot of these people are new in here. Does it hurt, Bones? Does it hurt? We're going to have to clean that up, okay? And put a fresh Band-Aid on it. Okay?
Yeah.
So, Marcy, you haven't heard my voice that I can do. It's a certain movie star who's no longer with us, but it was a classic movie that I've trained myself to use and do, and maybe you've seen it. I don't know. I don't know how you guys get to watch movies and do things down there, but the movie is called Mrs. Doubtfire with Robin Williams. Roxanne says, "Here we go." Roxanne says, "Are you going to do it or just talk it out?" So, Marcy, do you remember Mrs. Doubtfire, the movie? What do you mean, yeah? What's so funny? Yeah. I know what he's going to do. He does it through drive-thrus. Marcy? Yes? Are you still here, hon? Yes. Oh, you do? Check your pants, Bones. So the voice that I do is really funny. A lot of people like it. Roxanne says, "Get on with it. Show her." Okay. Dearest Marcy, I hope you're doing all right, dear. I know I'll be all right. Because those are the ties that bind, dear. And if we didn't have those ties, where would we be, dear? Do we know? Do you know where you'll be? No? I heard that somewhere, maybe. As I hold this cold meat, it reminds me of Winston. Oh, God rest his soul. He was fond of the drink. It was the drink that killed him, dear. He was hit by a Guinness truck.
I've watched that.
Watch what? Ms. Doubtfire?
Yes.
I couldn't find it. Marcy says, "I'm not here anymore. I don't know what he's saying. He just changed his ways, and I don't know anymore. Goodbye, everyone," she says. I don't want to listen to it because I don't remember. Who is that? Oh, my dearest Marcy, you have to understand, dear. There's a really big change in Josh's voice. He could do this. He could do many, many others, dear. But this is the best one he could do. Oh, but let me tell you something. He likes to use this voice for many, many advantages when he's out and about. I even call places and do this voice all the time, dear. Yes. And I will say this. If you ever want anybody to talk to, just know I'm here for you, dear. Anytime, any place, anywhere. I'm 24/7 for you, dear. Roxanne says, "Okay, he sucked. I don't know where that came out of." Something's not right. Oh my heavens. He'll probably send like little emoji faces laughing. You're really good. You brought it out of me, Roxanne. You brought it out. That's good. I need you to smile sometime. I know. Marcy left. She's like, I don't know what to do anymore. I stopped in and you didn't see me. Oh, I saw you. She's like, time to take a nap.
I didn't watch it.
No, you barely had the TV on in that room you were in. Never even turned it on, Bones. They had to turn it on for you because the TV was screwed up. I didn't know how to use it either. Usually I know how to turn TVs on, but I know how to turn you on.
Oh.
Everybody says, let's leave. He's talking dirty. Anyway, folks, I got about 4 minutes. I'm going to call it a night. I'm not in a hurry, though. But, Roxanne, I appreciate you. Marcy, thank you. Everybody else, Darren, Bruce, 2 Bretts. All this time, I thought it was 1. What can you do? And all the other people, I can't remember the names, but they were first. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And thanks for what you guys could do and, and be supportive and help me out and subscribe to me if you haven't. Comment, like, share, join, whatever. Appreciate it so much, everyone. Thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate everything you say and do. It's been good. But I thank everybody and for being positive and staying here and, we will do it again. Take care, everybody. Roxanne, we'll talk on Twitter.